Well, it's that time of the week again, and it only means one thing, that soccer betting news is back on your screens. I'm Ayanda Vezi, and with me is the usual suspect, Ukeba Umfana Mothoagae. How's it, my bro? I'm good, bro. I mean, a lot happened for the past few days. Kaizer Chiefs confirming 6 signings. We've been mentioning them before, the likes of Pule Modi, you know.
Yeah.
Steve Komphela joining Mothoagae Swallows, which I think everyone was shocked by those news. And also Kebalepile, seems like his journey with Kaizer Chiefs has come to an end. What's happening? Let's start with Steve or Kama. Let's start with Kama.
I think Steve.
Oh, Steve, yeah.
Komphela. Remember a season ago, at the end of the last season when Sundowns won the treble, he was being linked with Orlando Pirates.
Yeah.
It would have made sense at the time. Steve Komphela has grown. I believe he has grown as a coach at Mamelodi Sundowns. Let's not forget that a few years ago when he was at Kaizer Chiefs should have won the league.
Yeah.
They should have won the league. That is a competent coach. That's a very good coach. I believe in Komphela. And I think that taking that winning mentality to the Birds, Swallows, it will only benefit the club itself. He's going to bring a winning mentality. I think that Swallows need stability and capability, and somebody who will also, I believe that he's grown enough as a person to stamp his foot down at the club. Tell the leadership, guys, this is what I need. This is what I need. If you want to succeed, you will need to follow my lead on this one. This is probably the easiest and most satisfying appointment of coach in the off season. I'm very happy for it. I think Swallows will be competitive. It makes them dangerous, and we'll watch out for them next season.
Yeah, and speaking about Swallows becoming dangerous, we've seen Coach Steve Komphela at Free State Stars, what he has done with that club. That club was dangerous when he was there. Maritzburg United, they were the monster when he was there. Do you see maybe the mandate now that they have Steve Komphela? Because Amazulu, their mandate when they brought in the new coach, they said our mandate is to finish within the top 4.
Yes.
Do you think maybe what is the mandate for him at Swallows?
I think minimum top 8. I think anything outside of top 8 will be a disappointment for them. And I would think that go as far as possible in cup competitions. Yeah, I mean, a cup competition is a free hit.
Yeah.
It's a free hit. I'm expecting them to go deep in the Nedbank Cup. I know they won't be in the MTN 8.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's going to be another competition to replace what was the Telkom knockout a few years ago. I don't know. So I'm expecting Swallows to just, first and foremost, I don't know where they're playing home now. Is this still in Germiston?
They still linked with taking games out of Soweto.
To Meadowlands.
Yeah.
Be as formidable as possible at home. In football or in sports general, particularly team sports.
Yeah.
If you are unbeatable at home, if you are hard to be beaten at home at Dobsonville, then you automatically, that makes you a formidable outfit. If 15 games you get 30 points out of them, you're going to be surviving in the league. And then once you go steal 10, 15 more points away from home, there's no telling what you might do on the log table. There's no telling what you might do in cup competition. So I'm expecting something good from Swallows next season.
Speaking about still expecting good things from a Soweto Giant team, there's another team from Soweto again. It took us all by surprise. And I remember the day they announced Coach Molefi Ntseki. We were talking about Nabi on the day.
Yes.
Coach Molefi Ntseki, no one saw it coming.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Like I said, we are rightfully surprised. I'm not going to say disappointed. We're rightfully surprised because he doesn't exactly have a track record to speak of in terms of success. I mean, a lot of us Bafana supporters are still angry with him because he failed. He failed a couple of years ago with He failed. So this seems like upward failure. But I believe in playing devil's advocate. Maybe it's a chance for him to
stamp his
prove himself, because I'm going to look at it from a political standpoint. There's nothing I appreciate more than seeing black coaches being trusted in such with such teams. I mean, we know there's a foreign legion, they take over at Sundowns, Pirates, Chiefs. Now we've got an African coach, a black coach who has now been given
our very
our own.
Yeah.
We need to be getting behind them. We don't want a culture of Afro-pessimism, as they call it, to permeate through our society continuously. So I want him to succeed. It's brave for Abo Ntate Motaung and management to trust him with this. I want him to succeed. Kaizer Chiefs has signed well, I believe.
Yeah, good players.
These are they call themselves the Cup Kings, but they're currently the Cup Peasants. I mean, 8 years is too long. That's too long.
For a team like that.
It's the longest they've ever gone without a trophy since Kaizer 11 was formed in 1970. 1970. So, look, I hope he succeeds. I hope that this is not a fluke and that it will set the trend for Chiefs actually being competitive and thus adding value to South African football.
Speaking about Molefi Ntseki wanting him to succeed, like even Kaizer Chiefs fans, they're criticizing him. Like everyone, now everything has become like a joke, like everyone is making fun of Kaizer Chiefs by appointing coach Molefi Ntseki. When Orlando Pirates, I want to bring this, when Orlando Pirates appointed Jose Rivero, everyone was laughing at Orlando Pirates. Yeah. But Jose Rivero sat down with the players and he laid a foundation. As a result, he won the MTN 8. His first cup competition that he played for. He won the MTN 8, and then everyone now was starting to see that this guy, there is something. Now, as a coach Molefi Ntseki, you're coming in, you see on social media, people are criticizing you. How do you set up the minds of the players to start like hit the ground running?
Well, you must understand
because also the players are on social media, they see all of these things.
Yes, I was going to get to that point. Yeah. Look, the culture of sports and soccer in general is to banter, to have fun, tease each other. But unfortunately, social media, particularly Twitter, has toxified common sense, logic, and debate. People are more interested in making Chiefs fans angry or Orlando Pirates instead of having debate that helps elevate our football. We are becoming stupider. We become dumb. You don't want to engage with people because they make illogical points. You know that there's this favorite comment that's like posting, pain to Zebra FC, pain to... I mean, you can't have debate like that. And these things do affect players. Yeah. So at the same time, there's a saying, the squeakiest wheels make the most noise. It's usually a small amount of people. You cannot concentrate on what Keba or Ayanda is saying when there are people who are progressive who want to see South African soccer advance. So if I'm Molefi Ntseki, you circle the wagons. Yeah. Guys, it's us against the world. It's us against the world. We're going to show them. Yeah. It's our opportunity to prove ourselves because remember, as the biggest team in the country by miles, their mediocrity is not acceptable. Criticism and vitriol, there's a difference. Valid criticism and being personal. I think they need to take on what is valid criticism, use it as a fuel to actually shut the rest of us up critics. Because like I said, 9 years, it's now approaching 9 years. They need to win something. Yeah, they have to. A successful Kaizer Chiefs team means that South African football is in good health.
Yeah. Kebalepile still on Kaizer Chiefs. He's now a free agent. Yeah. Did they make a good decision by not renewing his contract? Or
if I'm not wrong, he was one of the highest paid players at Kaizer Chiefs. Yeah. The fact of the matter is he has not been delivering for a while. This is nothing personal, Mr. Billiard. This is nothing personal. He had not been delivering. You need to balance the books. Yeah. I think he's 33, 34.
Yeah, somewhere there.
Somebody's going to pick him up. He's going to add value somewhere. Yeah. Look, there has been a clean out at the club since last year. The end of last year, a lot of good players have left. Yeah. These things happen. He's not the first major player to be let go by a big team. I would have thought that perhaps, look, I like using that excuse, he's experienced, but if you're experienced and you're not delivering, what's the point of me paying your salary? Yeah. So I think it's a brave decision. It shows intent. I know a lot of people won't be happy, but a lot of people will be will agree with the decision. So it is what it is. This is a business. These people are assets, and if assets are not adding any value to that business, then let them go.
Talking about letting go of players, Lisedi Kapinga is a free agent again. And Laila K from Sundowns, also a free agent. Both players, Lake was loaned on Cape Town City.
Yeah.
Both players are free agents, especially people are disappointed with Lake that he's a free agent, especially after the season before.
Yes.
He was the defender of the season.
Yes.
He won the award.
Oh, that was something. Look,
Yeah.
I have mentioned it before that Sundowns could put out credibly 3 teams that could win the league on their own. These guys, as much as they are earning very well at the Brazilians, they still love the game, first and foremost. You want to play.
Yeah.
I want to play. Perhaps it benefits them. It benefits them. It won't, Sundowns won't really miss these players. Kapinga will find a club somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, he's being linked with Pirates, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Like, hey, is, the thing is, I keep forgetting their age. Like, hey, somebody will take them.
Yeah.
They'll add value. They'll add value.
And
wherever they go.
and now because they also being called on the Bafana that will be
Yes,
participating
yes.
in the SAFA Cup.
Uh-huh.
This is their opportunity now to sell themselves to the team to say, this is what you can deliver.
That's remember, I made that comment a month ago, nearly a month ago when they were playing Morocco.
Yeah.
Bafana, I think, in terms of strength, are the favorites to win COSAFA Cup.
Yeah.
Because of the quality of these players who are going to be
Yeah.
Abolake and Kapinga. No.
Kapinga and Lake.
Oh, Kapinga is in the team, yes.
Yeah. Kapinga is in the team and also Lake.
You see,
they're also in the team.
that makes them a strong outfit. I mean, Zambia is always Zambia. They're going to be one of the team that will challenge them the most. It's your opportunity to not only sell yourself to another team, locally or abroad, it's also to remind Hugo Broos that Nila, I'm here, and there's no telling I could prove valuable once you start considering the final 23-man squad to go to Ivory Coast next year.
But does Pirates need Ulisedi Kapinga? Looking at the squad
Orlando
that they
Pirates
have.
needs strikers. Orlando Pirates needs goals. End of story. It doesn't matter. Hey, if Pirates can go get a Haaland, I'd advise them to go get... Because you saw Pirates last season. They scored 10 goals in the first 15 games of the league. In the second half, they won the league. Like, if you look at the last 15 games, Pirates were scoring for fun.
Yeah.
If you've got Abo like Kapinga, Kermit Erasmus, Abo, Radiopan, you need 3.
Yeah.
You're going to get game time. You're going to get game time because Pirates will also be in Africa next season.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I mean, Abo Chiva Vira, I thought they were going to sign, though he was being linked with Pirates.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's Kapinga. He's going to bring that winning mentality from Mamelodi Sundowns with 2 Pirates.
Pirates.
We just don't know. This is suppositions. We're just assuming it.
Yeah. Okay. There are other players like who are now like free agents. Which team do you think maybe should take them? Looking at the likes of Polokwane City.
Yes.
They came back and they haven't like made any announcement like which players they linked with.
Yes.
Ralan is a free agent also.
Yes.
Andy Lechali is a free agent. He's also like, since Steve Komphela is going to Swallows, he's also linked with Morocco Swallows.
That's true. That is actually a valid point. I mean, mentioning Polokwane City, you don't want them to become a typical Limpopo team, which is yo-yoing in and out of, as you say, Abo Surprise Ralani. It depends. These guys will have to take pay cuts. I'm assuming they've been looking after the bag that they've been making at Sundowns.
Sundowns, yeah.
Like I mentioned earlier, loving to play. I mean, you're in the winter of your career, 34. You don't have much left. How, using the example of Michael Morton refusing to retire just so that he can help Cape Town Spurs settle in the PSL, it's something that you can sell to Abo Jali, to Ralani, and also with Mr. Komphela, the Oxford Dictionary himself. I'm sure he's played around with the idea of saying, gentlemen, you are clubless. Let's go to the
project.
A project, because there's ageism. There's this thing where we say, no, this guy's too old, this guy's too old. Maybe he's too old to be playing at a particular team. But Luka Modric right now, you could take him out of Real Madrid and put him into Man City, the best team in the world, and he'd still keep ticking them over. So it's about understanding the value and the technical ability of that player, even though their legs might start arguing with them in terms of speed.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we will have to close it there for the transfer news. But let's now close with this matter
Makes me angry.
at hand here. Banyana Banyana, African champions, they qualified for the World Cup. Last week we saw what happened there. Very sad stories. The players were sad. You could tell that there is a lot that is going on between their team and the association. What's the story there for someone who doesn't understand what's happening there?
The upshot of this story is that FIFA has guaranteed every team that's performing that will be in Australia and New Zealand a certain amount of money. That money doesn't go to the federation; it goes to the players.
The players.
So, because of the genuine mistrust between Banyana and SAFA, and generally SAFA and its national teams, Banyana wanted guarantees of that money.
Yeah.
$35,000 or something each.
Yeah.
I don't know how much.
It was $30,000, which it makes it, I think, around 560,000.
70,000, yes.
Yeah, if you convert it into.
They wanted it in writing because of the genuine mistrust. I mean, SAFA has not exactly endeared itself to the public with the way it's run. They wanted that money guaranteed in writing. You don't want to be screwed through some
along the way.
Some technicality. So that was the issue. And then I think the venue for the farewell game against Botswana was pretext, because the fact of the matter is that stadium was not good enough for the African champions, for the perennial World Cup qualifiers, for the team that always qualifies for the Olympics, to be given a farewell game at Sakane Stadium. It's nothing against the municipality, but that's something you'd consider taking to Orlando Stadium. If you feel the crowd won't be that much, take them to Orlando Stadium, or just take them to an adequate...
Dobsonville Stadium is also available.
I mean, CAF uses... Imagine, Dobsonville is 15,000, 20,000, but CAF uses it as an alternative venue to let Abo Namibia play Cameroon there. What does that say about the quality of the stadium itself? So I think it was a pretext just so that the girls who are fighting for their bag, I totally agree with them for fighting, but unfortunately now it's distracted them from the job at hand.
Yeah, because now by the time of recording, we don't know what the outcome will be. But I saw that Motsepe Foundation came on board, and the Department of Arts and Culture, they also came on board to say, where can we assist? Do you think the ladies, they will get the help that they need from those organizations?
Remember, they are now ambassadors. They are going there to represent South Africa. This is going to be the most watched event on the planet between July and August. And I remember Doctor mentioned it in the SABC, the heated SABC soccer zone.
Soccer zone,
Right now, Guti, it's going to be a sideshow at the tournament. If those newspapers or if the journalists, they want something to write about, they will mention, okay, these African champions are at war with their own federation. And ironically, it turns out there's also an issue between England and the FA, just to go to show that women's football is still being treated like the ugly stepchild.
We still have a long way to go. So in terms of players, okay, let's say now they're going. The matter has been resolved since Motsepe Foundation and the Department of Arts and Culture, they're saying they will come together to find the solution. As Coach Desiree Ellis, obviously the mentality of your players is gone now. How do you uplift your players going into this tournament, knowing that your opponents, they know very well that you're weak coming into this because of what happened in the boardroom?
As somebody who's been invested in Banyana Banyana, I'm invested in Banyana. There was something that already been concerning me going into this World Cup. Who have they been playing late? Like, who have they played in the last month of quality? Botswana has become very good, but I heard the rumors that they had been offered friendlies against Norway and Sweden or something. they're not playing. They are not playing high quality opposition. I'm sure there are going to be practice matches when they get to. In fact, I'm actually not informed who they'll play, but I'm sure a plan can be made. But at the same time, I've been concerned. I've just been concerned about preparations. But because Desiree Ellis is a perfectly good coach, she's a diplomat, she understands the politics of the game. She's been part of the downtreading of Banyana from the beginning. She understands this. She will do her best to like I said, us against the world.
Yeah, to uplift the players.
And uplift the players. Let them know that, guys, you're on the global stage. It's your opportunity to at least put on performances with pride. You're the African champions. It's a very tough group. Italy, France, Italy,
Argentina, and Sweden.
Oh my, that is nightmare. Sweden.
Yeah,
that's nightmare.
Sweden are the favorites in that group.
That's a nightmare's group, and this is unideal preparations. But it's happened. They fought for themselves because at the end of the day, they are employees. But now they need to. They know they've got our backing.
Yeah.
On this SAFA, no matter who's right or who's wrong, the people are behind them.
Yeah.
Now it's just about, forget about this and just put yourself in the right frame of mind to shock the world. Because I thought maybe they were going to target making the last 16.
Yeah.
It's straight quarterfinals? Eh?
Yeah, straight quarterfinals.
I thought maybe they might shock us.
But the outcome in their group stages, what is your prediction?
Okay, Sweden will win that group because, they are one of the favorites to win the tournament. I think perhaps, look, I don't know what the mentality of the coaches, but they would have targeted possibly 4 points against Italy and Argentina. And if I'm not wrong, there's a third best, like the third best team
can qualify.
You never know. I'm sure they've targeted some kind of 4 points, 3 points. Come back with 3 points. Come back with 1 win. Make it 4, and then I'm not expecting them to beat Sweden, but put on a very good performance against Sweden, so that goal difference becomes very important when that third best team is considered.
Yeah. Well, you put it well there, Keva. We hope Banyana Banyana will make us proud. And they will resolve their issues with SAFA. From me now, Ayanda, Vezi and Ukeba. Until next time, we're out.
For more soccer betting tips and previews, get the latest copy of Soccer Betting News for only 10 Rand at your nearest Hollywood Bets branch or news agent.